Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm reviewing a free-to-play shooter called Ironsight. This game reminds me a ton of the older Call of Duty games, especially Black Ops 2. And today I wanted to talk about my experience with Ironsight. But before we start, be sure to join the new Discord. I will link the invite in the description of the video. And let's go ahead and get started. So first I'll start with all the good things about the game. The game is free to play, but it's only available to PC. I would like to see a console release at least, or potentially crossplay if they did release it to console. And as far as I can see, the game doesn't have any pay to win aspects. As far as I could tell, everything seems to be merely cosmetic, and the non-cosmetic items that you can buy, you can unlock later in the game just by playing. Overall, I've been very pleased with my time playing the game. The game reminds me of back when Call of Duty was actually good, and the gunplay is pretty spot on. I did have a lot of nice things to say about the game, but this is where things start to go downhill just a little bit. The game is plagued with quite a few issues, so let's go ahead and get into that, and I'll also give my thoughts on how I think they could fix some things. The major thing I dislike about the game is how they handle the free-to-play unlock system. You can have any gun in the game, but some equipment and attachments will expire after a few hours or days. So this means you need to keep playing to earn coins to unlock those back for a few hours or even days. I really hate this approach with free-to-play games. It makes everything more complicated because you have to micromanage all of that. And I feel like that they would probably make more money with the traditional unlock system. And I feel like this would keep players feeling rewarded for unlocking something permanently. Then from there, they could add like a prestige system that would reset your unlocks if they really wanted to do that, and it would keep the sense of progression. I understand that the game is free to play, but there's much better ways to monetize your game in 2022. The unlock system they use in this game, this screams 2015 free to play game to me, and they even have a battle pass in the game, so I'm not really sure why they decided that this would also be a good idea to put like you unlock something for only like 5 days and then you gotta buy it back. It just doesn't make any sense. The second issue that I have with the game is how dead the game is at some times. In North America servers, there's some nights I keep running into the same people. This doesn't happen so often if I play during like the core hours of the game, but usually when I'm able to game, I tend to run into the same people all night. And one of those players were actually hacking as well, but we'll get more into that later. I did notice that EU servers are a lot more filled at most times of the day, but then that comes with the trade-off of me having to play with a very high ping. The DB charts show around 500 concurrent players, which is pretty low for a game like this. I have seen it go into the thousands, which is good, but I didn't actually even hear about this game until a friend told me about it, so I think that they could definitely be advertising this game better to get more players. Another issue I kept having is I noticed that the hit registration felt a bit off. I was maintaining around a 40 millisecond ping while in NA servers, but there's plenty of fights in this game that feels really inconsistent. I would get shredded by the enemies in 1 to 2 bullets and even behind walls and cover. And then when I went back and watched the footage I captured in OBS, it was very apparent that I was aiming right on someone, shooting them, without the game registering my shots. And also those circumstances where I was behind the wall, I was definitely behind the wall for like half a second and then I would die. I actually had talked to a friend when I was streaming this game, and he tried this game back in 2018 I believe, and he said that the hit registration was very bad then, and that's the main reason that he quit playing. So if this has been an issue that long, there's definitely something going on here. I'm not sure if it's their actual netcode or the type of servers that they use, but 4 years to fix something like this is quite a long time, and it's pretty sad to see that this hasn't really improved by the looks of it. The last thing that I want to mention is the cheater issue. So the game itself has easy anti-cheat, which works pretty well for the most part. There's basically no cheaters in the game that can use free cheats, so it's not as bad as something like Call of Duty Warzone or anything like that. But with easy anti-cheat, there's actually a lot of black market deals out there where you can buy some sort of anti-cheat bypass. So once you have that bypass, cheating becomes pretty easy for those that want to spend some money. And I actually did run into a couple of cheaters over my time playing. and one of those cheaters were over level 200, so it's untelling how long they've been cheating without being banned. I think this should be one of their #1 priorities for the devs since the game is free to play. I get that they handled most of it off to the easy anti-cheat, but one thing that I did like is I joined their Discord and they actually have a section where you can link your replay demo and they will review a player for you if you think that they're cheating. So I definitely liked that they're actually actively trying, and I get here that it's really just easy anti-cheat falling short instead of the developers. But to wrap things up, I actually really enjoyed this game, and I suggest that you give it a try if you own a PC yourself. The game is very easy to run on most systems, and it felt almost identical to the experience of Black Ops 2. I would just recommend that if you're in North America to play when the peak hours are, which from what I found was around 3 p.m. from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Times during the weekdays. I know that a lot of these issues will probably go unresolved, especially the netcode issue by the look of it. But even with the state of the game how it is right now, I had much more fun on Ironsight than I did on Call of Duty Vanguard, and I would play this game over and over and over instead of Vanguard. It might not look as pretty and it might not feel as smooth as some of the newer Call of Duty games, but it's definitely more fun. So that's about it for this review. Let me know in the comments below, has anyone tried this game before? If so, what are your thoughts? Anyways, I hope you all have a great day and thanks for stopping by. See you later.